Good evening if you're on the East Coast. Good morning if you are in Southeast Asia. Oh my gosh, today is the last day of the academic school year. I cannot believe it. I made it a whole academic school year. And when I first got to Thailand, I knew I would need to adjust to the culture. I knew it would be a new environment and I would have new routines. But what I didn't fully anticipate was that how important community was going to become, and the fact that I needed to create a community here to make Thailand feel more like home. And so if you're a person who's about to be traveling or who is a traveler and you are just thinking about the importance of like building a community or just really trying to make sure you connect to yourself um, while you are away from home, I would say that this is a conversation for you. I see this as a wellness conversation. I see this as a reflection. And I just wanted to share just a few things that I have learned this year. August actually makes a full year, so I'm not at a full year yet, but I'm right there. Anyway, before I get into this conversation, let me introduce you to the channel. I'm Dr. Davia. Welcome to Not All the Things. This is a space for success-driven, mature women of color where we talk about ways to balance work and life, wellness, and wine. Actually, haven't talked about wine a lot, but I am because I did have an opportunity to go to a vineyard here I think in March. It's pretty interesting to have a vineyard here. But anyway, today's conversation I feel like is a wellness conversation. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's free. It tells the algorithm to share this content with other folks who are similar to yourself and who might enjoy it. So I am just, I won't be here long because I do know that the USA is playing soon. So anyway, I want to just share some of the things that I've learned now that I am looking back, so to speak, in this year. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is community doesn't just happen. You really have to be intentional. As you're getting older, we often find it hard as an adult to make new friends, especially in a new country. You really have to put in the effort. You have to you have to go out. If you're not a person that goes out, you have to at least find your tribe. I have been fortunate enough to find a group called Adventures While Black. They really do help to create community here, and it is wonderful. They put on activities. I know I've talked about them before, but they put on weekly activities. They put on a monthly brunch. They put on all kinds of really cool activities, and you don't have to go to everything. I mean, I'm working, so I can't, but at least once a month, I try to reconnect, and I have met some really, really cool people who, you check on each other, and you maybe meet up for lunch, or maybe you go to the mall together. And so you have to be able to be intentional about making community and finding community. And if you find a group that doesn't work for you, you can move on. They have an app here. It's like a meetup app. Maybe they have that app in the US. I don't know. But there are all kinds of groups. I have a book club group, and it's really different because you bring your own book and you read whatever your book is at the it should be called a reading club. I don't think it's called a book club actually, but there are all kinds of folks there. Expats, international folks, there are Thais, Japanese, just people who like to read. They come together, you sit at a table, you read for an hour and a half, and then you talk and discuss about your books, and you meet different people. I'm also, I go to Zumba, and so I have a Zumba crew in my building, and so You have to be intentional if you are doing these things. This is a picture of our Juneteenth celebration. And Juneteenth, we um, celebrated just like everyone else. We had a barbecue, we had a pool party, and we came together and we asked how many people in the space was Greek. And so this is a D9 Juneteenth photo in Thailand. And I just was so excited because there were like 6 deltas in the place. So it made my day. It made my day. Let me see who's here. Oh, hello, Spesh. How are you? I have both of my specials are here. Good to see you. Definitely. Definitely good to see you. Yes, Browsing Beauties in the space. Good to see you, my other Spesh. I am so loved. Thank you for showing up. Yes. And then the second thing, and this is so obvious, that work definitely gives me structure, but community gives me the belonging. And this is my work sorta now. And we eat lunch together at work. We take walks together. But when we had our retreat this past week, we really had time to just cool out and enjoy some time together. And so, yes, I actually appreciate having a job. It helped me to settle in. It gave me a little bit of focus to my day. But once my workday ends, I realized that I still need to have some connection with folks outside of work and also inside. And so I find that I have different communities, just like at home. I have my fairies at home. I have my Soras at home. I just have my different groups. So I do appreciate having the structure of work, meaning I have a routine. I got to get up. I got to, catch the tuk-tuk. I got to do all the things that everyone else does. But I also need to spend my weekends not only focusing on work, and I did a lot more work this year than I care to do, but it'll be better next year because I know what I'm doing now. But I love having my Thai community, my work community also bleed into my extended community that helps me to feel really grounded and connected to the space, for sure. It's been really important to do that and to have that. Okay. Building community has helped Thailand feel more like home. Yes, it absolutely has helped it feel more like home. This is a sister that I met in Chiang Mai through another friend, and she was passing through and she said, "Girl, I'm just gonna be in Bangkok for one night. Would you come and have a meal with me?" And I was like, "Sure," And so I'm meeting her. We're walking around, and I realized, man, I know my way around now a little bit more. And so, just having community and extended community. I was gonna take her to my favorite place, and she was like, "Oh no, let's check out a new place. Let me invite you to a different place." And I said, "Oh, well, I know where that is." So just realizing that I have some familiar places that I like and that I I feel like it's home a little bit because I do know my little spots. And so it's nice to do that. And so we were celebrating. She was on her way home, on her way to her family, and she just really wanted to connect. So I really appreciate her. We text all the time, and I find that you tend to pick up more folks because you're all traveling and you're all away from home. And just being able to have a meal and share a meal and take someone to your favorite place, it's not, it's nice. It's nice to do that. And so I feel like having my little places helps me to feel, I guess, more connected in some way. Oh, look who's here. Hey, Mama. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you're here. I will see you soon enough. Yes, I will be traveling very soon. So, making my way back to the East Coast. Community doesn't replace home, it expands it. I think that this is such a really important perspective to have, and it definitely resonates with me. This is my actual first cousin, well, probably second cousin, and he lives here in Pattaya. He's gonna kill me when I that I put this here, but I had to. And even though my family, blood family, is not with me, there is this like expansion of family, right? And so I am lucky that I have my cousin here, and so I'm able to connect with him. I'm able to um, check in on him, and no, it doesn't replace home in any way. But knowing that he's here, we actually have been more connected here than when he was in the States together. So um, it's nice to just kind of make space for new people, or make space to reconnect to family. So it's been great to have him. It's been great to just say, "Hey, I'm coming to Patia. Do you want to get lunch?" It has been wonderful to do that. So I really, I'm not replacing home in any way. There's no way possible to do that, but it is feeling very expansive because I do have family here, and I have now picked up a few additional friends. So I'm just making more room with many more people in many more places. So it's pretty cool. And then finally, I would say the best part of living abroad has been the people. People say to me, "What do you love about Thailand?" or "What do you like about Thailand?" And I will say what I like the most is the people. They're so kind and they're so generous and they are so warm. And this is Lily in the middle. Lily is a singer here, and she is Cuban. She's been here 11 years, and she's an amazing singer. And she was at this really nice lounge, and so I said, "Oh, Lily, I want to come and see you. I want to get dressed up and come and see you." And she was like, "Okay." It's kind of poshy posh, and so I reached out to men. I hang out with men a lot. Um, that's my Thai daughter. I have Thai daughter. I have Thai auntie. I have Thai nieces. So we got together and we just had a wonderful evening. And so that was last night, actually. Right before I'm about to fly, we went to see Lily, and it's just wonderful. Like, there's so many warm people who will, not only just hang out with you, but invite you to their homes, cook for you, just really bring you into the culture. And it's been really, it might be easy because of who I am. I'm willing to put myself out there a little bit, but it has been the best part of living abroad is all of the different people that I've met that are making a wonderful impact on this experience. So, uh, yes, Marley. Yes, everybody is missing you too, and they cannot wait till you come back. I was so fortunate to have my family here to meet all of my Thai friends and bring that life together. So, yes, they are missing you, and they are looking forward to you being back for sure, for sure. And so I think the greatest souvenir, and this is real corny, about living abroad isn't really what you buy, but it's the relationships that you are building while you are here. And I do have a bag of stuff that I'm bringing home, but they're already like, "When are you going to be back? Text me, check on me, I'll check on you." And so it does feel more like home now that I've been here, and now that I have built some real relationships. It's been good. So I do have a few photos that I want to share of some just being out and about with different folks. So I'll do a little bit of a sharing. Uh, this is um, the weekend of Juneteenth. We also had a brunch. And so on the left-hand side is Anjali. She's a content creator. And then the gentleman is Brandon. He is the owner of Culture, and Culture is a black-owned soul food restaurant here in Thailand. And baby, when you want to get a taste of home, you just go there. They have fish and grits, they have turkey, they have all the things that will remind you of home. And then this is me in the middle with B and Min, and we just went out for a girls' night to a lovely little restaurant that's tucked away. That you have to be Thai to know where this restaurant is. And then me and Anjali on the side. So we just were having a good time, and it was just so much fun. So I just really just wanted to kind of share that building community here is really what is keeping me going. And if there's just one thing that I want to leave folks with is wherever you are moving, if you are not moving, but if you're just going to a new place across town, community doesn't just happen. You have to be intentional about creating community for sure. And this is some extended friends. This is Dr. Taisha. We were doing yoga together. She introduced me to a yoga place right in my neighborhood. And then there's my good young Sora who comes and hangs out with me. And then me and Mint doing Zumba out in the park. So just having a good time together and making sure that you are intentional when you are starting in a new place. You know, I'm still building mine. Community isn't something that we arrive at. It's something that we continue to nurture. And if you are living abroad or going abroad, you really need to think about how you will bring the community or build the community that you want. And then of course, can't we stay with the good line dance. So thank you guys for showing up. I just want to say cheers to you all, and remember not to be doing all the things. Just do what you need to do to make yourself feel good. I'm really excited that I've had this year here and that I've been building community here, and that I realized that you have to build it if you want it, because it can be a really long year without it. And so if you're going on a small trip, if you're going on a longer trip, make sure you are intentional and you put yourself out there and you meet some new people. So cheers, everyone. See you soon. Thanks for showing up. Bye.